So my name's Nicole Moore. I've been part of the Fair Share programme since its inception, since it started in 2006. And some of the things that we have done have been fantastic. One of the challenges we've had was trying to get local community people involved.
In 2006, I conducted a survey in the area involving all the residents. With the help of the After School Club, we built a 3D model of the community of Queen's Park, and the residents were invited to come and actually pinpoint on the map the areas where they had problems and what issues they had, and show us exactly on the map. As a result, several campaigns were identified, several issues that we could work on, such as having the zebra crossing installed, the bus shelters, not having enough activities for young people, and the result of that was local young people got together and set up a BK Youth Club.
I actually started it when I was about 16, 17 with my mum to begin with, because she was the one who gave me ideas of who to go to, and she also gave me the Council for Voluntary Service to go to, and that got me in touch with RTAC, who was very great and gave us lots of funders that we could approach. My youth club actually did run for roughly 2.5, 3 years, and we had youths arriving from age 11 to age 19. There was over 300 people that must have actually entered the youth club, which is rather surprising, as I only expected one.
I'm Debbie Hunt. I'm the chairperson of the Friends of Craylands. That's on a council estate in the area of Basildon. I started volunteering on the estate and getting involved with the Fair Share panel after going to community panel meetings, where residents from Craylands were always being told they are the troublemakers, and especially the people on benefits, the single parents living in masonettes. So I actually decided that is me. So I kept quiet for a few months, and then I had the courage to stand up and say, well, I'm not all the things you think I am. I have a loving family and we don't cause any trouble to anybody. So I started volunteering and became involved with Fair Share. So being part of the Fair Share has allowed me to help decide where the money's spent. We've been very lucky as Friends of Craylands that we've been funded by the Fair Share panel, which has helped set up the youth club, take the children on trips out of the estate that would probably never go anywhere. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Had lots and lots of fun days, worked with the other partners, and to organise fun days on the estate, but the biggest one of all was the International Day, which was fantastic with the CVS. International Day was set up purely the fact that a council officer from Basildon Council asked if I'd set up a diversity group on the estate and bring all different ethnic races together. So I found it really hard to find them, so the easiest thing to do was actually have a public event, and hopefully they'd come along to that and we'd meet them there. And we've just had our 4th one, 2011, fantastic, over 500 people attended and everybody enjoyed the day. But without the Fair Share money, that couldn't have happened.
I first got involved with Fair Share. I was the trustee chairman. On a volunteer basis, I now have a part-time employed role at the centre. I first heard about Fair Share through my involvement with the centre. I believe possibly an ad that said that the Fair Share was coming to the district, and I thought it would be a natural progression for me to be involved representing the community centre, who in my view should be at the heart of what goes on in the community. Fair Share impact for the area has been, I believe, that residents and those who have been involved have a greater respect for their community. We've carried out projects like the tidying up of the streets, making people aware that, you know, the bins are there, please use them, keep the place tidy and respect. And I think that's gone through all of the generations, where I have neighbours that have picked up on that and have been doing general tidying and sort of a more neighbourly approach to the environment.
Oh! You snipped my ear!
You just snipped my ear? Oh, look, it's bleeding!
1,000 apologies, man.
That's bleeding.
1,000 apologies, sir.
I'm obviously the manager.
I am the manager.
Well, you should be fired. Well, you should sit down and let me try again.
It's affected my life drastically in my outlook, how I treat people, confidence.
No, it's been a fantastic experience. I've obviously learnt a lot.
It's helped a lot of us, like my age of kids, get off the streets from doing what we usually do, which is probably cause trouble.
Well, I think we've made an incredible difference to the 3 estates. We've employed over 300 people on the project to date. A lot of them have got into drama schools. We run a monthly drama club for the most talented and gifted in the areas. We've created employment, plenty of opportunities. A lot of kids are going off getting agents because of this project. We're going to have a film premiere at the end of the year. We're going to have a big show with the drama club, and we'll be inviting all the agents along. So I would say we've regenerated the area considerably in terms of aspirations and financially.
Well, I was the manager.
I certainly think it's got people thinking about the arts. It's been pretty full on for the last couple of years, and the one thing that I've noticed in the workshop we've been doing, apart from the shoot days, is how people are beginning to become more aware of language, a much more confident sense of communicating with each other. They're a lot more articulate.
Well, there's been a huge change. We've noticed, because we've worked with a group of people over 2.5 to 3 years. We've seen them come from lacking confidence, not really having much aspiration, worrying about what they're going to do when leaving school or for work, or how they're going to get into the industry. We've seen them grow as people in so many ways. They're much more confident. They're better in groups, they've got more social skills, they're better at public speaking, so they become eminently more employable. And we've seen that over 3 years, no question.
I felt at home. People were friendly.
It's helped me do something with my life.
It's just opened my eyes, and it's been very educational.
Okay, if you set up, you need to make sure that you've got a lot of time on your hands, you're very passionate about what you're doing, because that does actually show in your work.
I really think it's really important to be involved in the community.
If someone's thinking of setting up a group in a local area like this, where it's very much needed, especially for the youth, first of all, only do it if you're enjoying it. Have fun doing it and meet other people. And it's really good to meet other agencies as well and get them involved, stand up and be counted.
Talk to them and ask them what they think is important. What things do they want to change? What things do they want better in their community?
There's lots of places for funding, but you just got to establish that group and get the support of other agencies around you.
It's the little things that count, picking up the rubbish, giving people an opportunity to find a skip to put their rubbish in, or even having local events that people can get involved in. It's hard. The difficult thing is people who are hard to reach they are notoriously hard to reach. And what we've done to reach them is trying to get them involved and getting them interested in what's happening. And yes, it's been a huge challenge. I think it will continue to be a challenge. That's one of those things.